If you needed any proof that the world is really full of idiots and assholes, here are 2 stories that illustrate my point and are also linked in a couple of ways. Story number 1, Lauren Oates. She is claiming that she was fired for having big boobs and is saying that she was religiously discriminated against because she doesn't share the religious beliefs of her employers. Now, that may all well be true, but Lauren, sit down, face to face. You look like a dopey bitch. Now, I'm not sure if those are just the fucking pictures I've seen, but you just have this fucking vacant look on your face that doesn't really scream professional and good at my job. Secondly, you look like you're heading down the tanning bed mom route of life, which isn't fucking good. Now, either you got that skin color 2 ways. You fucking are in a tanning booth all the fucking time, you're exposed to the sun a lot, or you're in a spray tan booth a lot. All 3 of those show you're a fucking idiot, because if you're in the sun a lot, skin cancer possibility. If you're in a tanning booth, skin cancer possibility. If you're in a spray tan booth, you're a fucking idiot. Now, I'm not sure if you're trying to look like fucking Snookie or someone else from the Jersey Shore, but fucking stop it. And honestly, the bright white hair doesn't really go with your now caramel complexion. I would not fucking fire you on those grounds. Now, whether or not she has a case, I really don't know, and I really don't give a shit. But think before you claim anything, because honestly, you look like a dopey bitch who is just focusing on the fact that she's hot, and that'll get her through life. But anyway, story number 2. Ultra-Orthodox Jewish group. I'm gonna butcher this, by the way. Yehud Hakehilos Letohar Hamachane, which, yes, I probably butchered the shit out of that. Basically funded a rally of ultra-Orthodox Jews in New York, and 40,000 people went to this. Actually, no, 60,000 people went to this. 40,000 were in Citi Field. 20,000 were in a neighboring stadium. And the gist of their fucking argument is that the internet is really, really bad, and it's causing a decay in morality, and trying to find a way to keep children from finding out about pornography and violent sites. Well, how do we keep children away from pornography and violent sites? Oh yeah, it's called being a fucking parent. Sit down with your child, monitor what they go on, put a monitoring software on your computer. At the end of the day, when they're going to bed, go on, see what they were going on, and if they were going on something you didn't like, talk to them. Don't blame the fucking internet, because you're just following what a lot of other groups has fucking said. They try to blame everything else aside from their parenting for problems. I mean, back in the day it was rock music. In the 80s and 90s it was gangster rap music. Now it's the internet. What the fuck? Like, take some responsibility for your shitty parenting. And I agree with the demonstrators that staged a protest, and I'm quoting the article, BBC article, quote, "Across the road, demonstrators staged a protest, complaining that sensitive subjects, including child abuse allegations, were being ignored while the internet was identified as a source of problem and sin." Which I agree with that group, because the internet does more good than harm. Yes, there are fucked up things on the internet. But more often than not, you have to be actively searching for it. Otherwise, it's not going to show up. Yeah. And just blaming the internet for bad things is not a good thing. That's about as stupid as saying that my boss has fired me because of my pits. I don't know. Again, maybe she has a case, maybe she doesn't. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for it, but I stand by my guns. She looks like a dopey cunt, and she looks like she's going down in the tanning bed mom scenario of life, which isn't good either. And she thinks that you shouldn't be discriminated for being too hot, which, again, she really isn't. She looks like a fucking moron. But, I mean, on the other end of the spectrum, these fuckers are stupid because they think that the internet is a bad thing and that blah 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 blah. That the internet will cause people to not be Jewish anymore, which isn't really false, but it's not a bad thing. But there are the two stories that are involved, and as you can see, they both involve Orthodox Jews and sexiness in different ways. I know I'm going to get flack for what I said about Lauren Oates, but still, look at any of the, just type in Lauren Oates into fucking Google Images. You'll see what I'm talking about with the dopey fucking bitch ass look. So, anyway, this has been Resonators N. These have been my opinions. If you don't like them, post a comment. If you liked the video or agreed with it, thumb it up. If you didn't like it, thumb it down. But comment on why you didn't like my video or what I said, or try and swing my view on this. But I am, as I said, Resonator Sam. This has been some news stories that prove that the world is full of idiots and assholes. And I gotta say, peace.